Hello, I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for FinextraTV in Stockholm for NextGen Nordics 2024, and I'm joined by Kannan Rassapan of Banfico. We're chatting about account verification services and COP in the Nordics. Kannan, welcome.
Hello, Debbie. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. So, accounts verification, it is a hot topic. Can you expand a little bit more on what it's about and also how it is helping in the fight against fraud?
Sure. Account verification service, of course, it's been a hot topic, as you said, is due to the creeping in of the fraud. We call this as an authorized push payment fraud. This is a special type of fraud that comes around because of social engineering, and this fraud has been rampant. It's going like nearly 50% of the whole fraud that has been committed in the UK, in the US. Probably we don't have data in the Europe or the Nordics, but I'm sure it's probably coming in that percentage. So regulators, the institutions, financial institutions are trying to find a solution to find the this kind of fraud. So account verification service is one of the initial initiative to get this fraud mitigated.
And Kannan, what is happening in Europe, but also globally, to fight this fraud?
Yes, this authorized push payment fraud, what I was saying, or a socially engineered fraud, it's not a local affair, it's a global affair. You have cross-border payments, you have so many kind of corporate payments and all of that. And these fraud, be it like a invoice fraud or a impersonation fraud, there's so many of them, and the regulators, the institutions also wants to, financial institution wants to protect their customers and protect their brand. This cost of fraud is high. It's not just the fraud amount, but itself the brand and all of that. So people in the industry are coming with initiatives. There are some existing initiatives in the Europe, for example, SAPA Mail in France, SurePay in Netherlands, CBI Globe or in Italy, and Iberpay in Spain. And there is also JP Morgan solution, which helps a global account verification. So, but also European Payment Council has just published a public consultation of its own scheme, and Nordic Payment Council already went through a public consultation of its own Confirmation of Payee scheme. So these are all in the consultation kind of a time. There is no action yet, but the timeline is short. It's 18 months to do the whole Confirmation of Payee. So it's a huge task at hand, and what we feel is a lot of the players have to work collaboratively to address this fraud. Not one provider or one institution can solve this. Again, like we said, it's a socially engineered fraud. So the more collaboration between the institutions, the better the deterrent to stop this kind of fraud. And these topics are very hot, and it's being discussed in the all the financial institutions as of now. But it takes some time to get a credible solution or a market movement or market collaboration. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, the timeline is ticking. Time is short. 18 months. Next October, you need to have a solution in place. Yes, thank you.
So you said time is ticking. You're talking about collaboration. So could you describe the challenge that exists in implementing a pan-European solution to instant payments regulation?
Yes, to comply to the instant payments regulation, all the 5,000 plus banking or financial institutions have to implement instant payment solution, which will also do verification of payee. The main challenge is coverage and connectivity. So let's say a bank in Sweden wants to connect to a bank in Cyprus, a small EMI, they have to, and it's part of the compliance. So there's no global solution per se, but we have to make it interoperable between different existing solutions, the new schemes that are coming. The challenge is building that connectivity. 6,000, 5,000 institutions connecting to 5,000 other institutions is the biggest challenge. And time is also too short. You know, there's only consultation happening with the European Payment Council today, or like end of May or middle of May. Then it takes long time to deliver this. So time and then the connectivity to all the institutions are the two major challenges that has to be solved. The more collaboration, easier to solve this problem. Thank you.
Kannan, thank you. That's been really interesting. And as you stressed, time is imperative in terms of finding solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.